I never thought my wedding day would turn into a battlefield. But when my brother's fiancée, Vanessa, decided that basic wedding etiquette didn't apply to her, things spiraled into chaos faster than I could have imagined. Wedding planning had been exhausting, but in the end, everything came together beautifully, at least. It should have. That is, until Vanessa made it clear that she had other plans. She's always been the kind of person who thrives on attention, pushing limits as if rules were meant for everyone except her. Normally, I could tolerate it. But this time, she crossed a line. A month before the wedding, I got a casual text from her. "Hey, just a heads up, I'll be wearing white to your wedding. It's modern now, right? No one's gonna mistake me for the bride, lol." I had to reread it, convinced I was hallucinating. Was she joking? I quickly responded, keeping it polite but firm. Vanessa wearing white to someone else's wedding is a huge no-no. She brushed it off like it was nothing. White is just a color. And you're not even in pure white, you're wearing champagne. What's the big deal? I didn't want unnecessary drama, so I let it go for the moment, hoping she'd come to her senses. But oh, was I wrong. A week later, my mom sent me a photo of Vanessa's dress, and my stomach dropped. This wasn't some simple cocktail dress. It was floor-length, lace-covered, and had a silhouette that screamed bride. The only thing missing was a veil. I called her immediately, trying to keep my voice steady. "Vanessa, that dress is completely inappropriate for a wedding. You need to find something else." She actually laughed. "Wow, you sound really insecure. It's 2024, women should wear whatever they want." I repeated myself, firmer this time. "No white. Period." She huffed. "I already bought it. I'm not wasting money on another dress just because you're paranoid." That's when I made my decision. "If you show up in that dress, you won't be let in." Silence. Then a scoff. "Whatever. It's just a dress." Something told me she wasn't backing down. And I was right. A few days later, my brother Ethan called. "Hey, can we talk about Vanessa's dress?" I sighed. "Ethan, there's nothing to talk about. She's not wearing white to my wedding." "She already bought it, and she loves it," he argued. "She thinks you're singling her out." I almost laughed. Singling her out? Literally every guest knows not to wear white except her. She spent a lot on it, and it's too late to buy another one. I clenched my jaw. That's not my problem. She had a month to pick a dress. She made this choice. Can't you just let this go for the sake of peace? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So let me get this straight. Your fiancé ignores a basic wedding rule, and I'm the one who has to compromise? He hesitated. "I just don't want drama at the wedding." "Then tell Vanessa to wear literally any other color." "She feels like you're targeting her," he repeated. I was done. If she shows up in that dress, she's not coming in. End of discussion. He groaned. "You're being ridiculous." I hung up, but I knew Vanessa wasn't done yet. The night before the wedding, I got another text from Vanessa. "Hope you're ready for tomorrow. Can't wait to see how beautiful everything looks. Oh, and by the way, I'm still wearing my dress. It's too late to change my mind now. See you there." The audacity. I didn't respond. Instead, I went straight to my wedding coordinator, Leah. "If Vanessa shows up in a white dress, she is not getting in." Leah nodded. "Got it? Security will handle it." But deep down, I knew Vanessa wasn't the type to leave quietly. The morning of the wedding, just as I was getting ready, my mom walked in looking uneasy. "Ethan just called. Vanessa's really upset. She thinks you're humiliating her." I rolled my eyes. She's humiliating herself. Then Leah walked in. Her face was unreadable. "She's here," she said quietly. I braced myself. "It's bad?" Leah nodded. Full-on wedding gown. Floor-length lace. Beating. She's arguing with security. My fists clenched. She's not getting in. Outside, Vanessa's voice started to rise. Then came the screaming. My bridesmaids peeked out the window. Lily let out a low whistle. Holy crap. She's sobbing now. My phone buzzed Ethan. I ignored it. Then my mom's phone rang. Ethan again. Mom sighed and answered, putting it on speaker. "Mom, this is ridiculous. Vanessa is crying in front of everyone. Security won't let her in. Do you have any idea how embarrassing this is?" I kept my voice calm. "You mean embarrassing for her?" "Because I feel just fine. She just wanted to wear a dress she liked. He snapped. I scoffed. No, Ethan. She wanted to show up in a wedding gown at someone else's wedding. She feels targeted, he insisted. I rolled my eyes. She did this to herself. She spent a lot of money on that dress. Then she can wear it to her own wedding. Vanessa's shrill voice cut through the phone. You're so insecure. No wonder you needed a big fancy wedding to feel special. You're pathetic. I let out a short laugh. Then why are you so desperate to be let in? Silence. Ethan muttered. I hope you know you're breaking this family apart. And then he hung up. Lee returned a moment later. They just stormed off. I exhaled. Good. Now let's get me married. The next morning, I woke up happy. My wedding was perfect, but then my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Vanessa had gone on a social media rampage, painting me as an insecure, toxic bride who banned her over a dress. Ethan posted something too. Family is supposed to support each other. I never thought my own sister would be so cruel. That was it. I was done being quiet. I typed my response. Funny how people leave out key details when playing the victim. Vanessa was told multiple times not to wear white to my wedding. She ignored that, bought a wedding gown, and threw a fit when she faced consequences. Weddings are about respect. If you can't follow one simple rule, don't play the victim when you get called out. The comments exploded. Even Vanessa's defenders started backpedaling. Ethan texted later, was it worth breaking our family over? I didn't respond, because, truthfully, he had already broken it when he chose Vanessa over me. I wasn't chasing after someone who didn't respect me. And Vanessa? She'd never be welcome at any of my future events again.